Hello everyone, my name is Karine. Thank you and welcome to another Total Body 30-minute class with me. For this class, you don't need any equipment, just you, yourself, and maybe a water bottle, because we're going to be having some water breaks all throughout this workout. The first half is going to be a little bit of a warm-up to get our body ready for this workout, and then we're going to be getting into the tofu of the workout. I'm vegan, so I don't eat meat, so the tofu of the workout. And then, lastly, we're going to be taking it into a 5-minute cool down to just reconnect those joints and muscles and get that muscle memory in. So let's get started. Starting here, we're going to be taking it into a ballerina twist. We're taking that left arm, crossing it across to the side of the room, crossing that following back leg behind us, like this. Adding a small pulse here. Feeling that nice stretch all along the sides. Crossing it across the body in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reaching towards the sides of the room. Feeling a nice stretch along that shoulder. Maybe the back of the arm, that tricep. In 5, 4, 3, 2, jumping jacks, let's go. You're up here in these jumping jacks, our first cardio move of this warm-up. Feel free to take it out into step jacks, if you will. One at a time, at a pace that works for you. Or feel free to add a cross at the bottom of these jumping jacks for an extra added challenge. Keep it up. Ten more seconds here. 5, 4, 3, sinking into that squat. 2, 1. You're sinking into that squat, opening it up. Getting nice and low into that squat. Ooh, I'm feeling my body warm up real quick here. Keep it up for about 15 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hamstring curls right here, opposite hand to opposite foot. Reaching for those heels sinking into the ground, toes looking towards the sky. Bringing it up into our next cardio move. You've got those glute kicks in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Glute kicks, let's go. Maybe putting those hands behind the glutes to aim for a goal, to connect, or holding it right here. 20 seconds left. You got this. You've got one more cardio move after this. It's gonna be high knees. You've got 30 seconds of it, and then we're gonna grab that water. Keep it up. 10 more seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straight into those high knees. 30 seconds here. Keep in mind you have the option to step it out if you need to. Making the most of all of these moves. You're here for less than 10 seconds. Keep it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job, everyone. Now let's grab some water. Nice job, everyone, with that workout to warm up our body. Making sure to keep that body moving so that we're not allowing our heart rate to drop too far low. So we're getting into our total body workouts this time. It's gonna be 45 seconds on, doing the work, getting that sweat on, pushing our body to the limit, and then 20 seconds off of active recovery, however that may fit you. It may be pacing around, like in the place that you are right now. It may be jogging, and it may just be taking a minute to take a breath, grab that water before we move on to the next move. So with that being said, we're starting off with our first move here, which is gonna be a reverse lunge into a hip abductor. So starting with that hip going out, making sure to keep that body aligned, that spine aligned, and then taking that following leg, dropping it down into that reverse lunge before doing it all over again. A lot of spicy, complex moves in this workout today. I'm so excited to go through it with y'all. Let's get started. We're going out in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hip abductor, following it out, keeping it going with the same leg all the way through. Now, this entire time, I want us to be focusing on keeping that core nice and tight. You want to engage the entire time because not only does this move challenge our balance a little, it also requires a lot of us to engage so many parts of our body to give us this much range of motion, right? So we want to make sure that core is engaged the entire time so that we're getting the very most out of this workout. Making sure that that back leg in the reverse lunge is as close to the ground as possible without connecting to it. Nice job, everyone. Shaking it out. You got 20 seconds on the other side. Not too shabby. We're doing good. Now we're here for another 10 seconds here, doing that active recovery, as I said, grabbing that water if we need to. 10 more seconds before we get back up there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Into that reverse lunge. Now for this, you also have the option to just step it back into that reverse lunge and then hold it in the hip abductor. If you're at home, feel free to use a wall or a couch or a chair, something to help hold you up if you feel like you don't trust your balance that much, but you still want to get the most out of this workout. Keep it up, you got this. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Shaking it out of our body here. 20 seconds off. We're doing that active recovery where we're either pacing the floor, taking it into a set of jumping jacks, jogging in place, or grabbing our water here. You're back up in 5, 4, bringing it down into our hamstring bridge with a pulse in 3, 2, 1. We're bringing it up, back down again, up, back down again. Feet are planted flat on the ground. It's like we're in that standard glute bridge position, except the legs are pulled just a little bit further away from the glutes to get more engagement in those hamstrings. Take it down, back up. Take it down, back up. Keep it up. You got this. Let's go. Let's go. Now we're gonna add a pulse at the top in 3, 2, 1. And pulse up and down. And pulse up and down. Keep it up. It's a dance. 10 more seconds right here. You got this. Get the most out of each and every move for 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Rocking those knees to the chest if we need to before holding ourselves back up again. Next move that we're going to be going into, we're going to be on the floor, taking it into what I like to call floor jacks. So we're holding ourselves up as we take our body out into an X and bring it back up again. Then lifting the arms and the legs, reaching for that jackknife before doing it all over again. So getting ready here, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now for this, you have the option to just modify and do an ab crunch straight on this ground with those hands behind the crown of the head as you lift those shoulders up off of the mat, engaging that core, trying not to strain that neck too much. Keep it up for the last 10 seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop it down, grabbing that water if we need to. Next, getting back up here, getting ready for our next move. We are going to be going into a burpee shuffle. So we're going to be hopping at the top here, hitting it into that burpee before we shuffle down into that burpee and then shuffle to the opposite side of the room. Getting ready here, we're starting it up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Starting on the ground, shuffle. Take it down, shuffle. Down, shuffle. Take it down, shuffle. Crossing the distance of your mat. You're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job, everyone. Grabbing that water if we need to. Shaking it out of our body. Getting ready here. We're going to be taking it back down onto the mat for our plank series. So for these planks, we're going to first start with the plank to ankle and hand reach. So they're both going to be connecting near the midsection as we hold ourselves up in the plank position and bring opposite ankle to opposite foot together. Getting ready here in 3, 2, 1. Feel free to just hold it in that plank position if you please. You can also have the option of taking it down to the knees and connecting the opposite hand to the opposite knee. This is an easier modification because it allows us to require less body weight for this exercise. Keep it up for 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop it down. Take a quick child's pose if we need to. Grab that water. Let's shake it out of our system. You've got one more move left to finish out this circuit. It's going to be our plank T rotations. We're going to be up here in that plank position, rotating, bringing that hand up to the sky, turning it down. Bring it up to the side, turning it down. You also have the option to do the same exact thing on those knees again. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Making sure those hands are stacked against wrist, elbows, and shoulders. Trying to keep everything as aligned as possible. You're here for 10 more seconds. I know it hurts. I know we're sweating, but we're gonna take a nice juicy break after this. I promise you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop it down. Ooh, hug the floor if you love it. Shake it out of our system. Grab that water if we need to. In about 20 seconds, we're going to be starting back up at the top of our circuit again. We're going to be going into those reverse lunges in those hip abductors. Getting ready here. We're starting it up in 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We got this. Now, I'm gonna ask you to do it all out for this second round, because this is the last time we're gonna do this workout before we kick it into our cool down. So we're gonna make the most of every single move. We might even do something a little extra. So keeping it going here. Y'all, we got this for 10 more seconds. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Holding it here, 20 seconds off. Maybe grabbing that water if we need it. You're back up in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's work. I stumbled because I didn't stabilize my core. That's what happened. Keep it up here. You got this. We only have about 20 seconds left of work to do. Come on now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job, everyone. Now, bringing it back down onto that mat, we're getting into those hamstring bridges again. Remembering that those legs are just a few inches further than a standard glute bridge. You're feeling that engagement in the back of those quads, back of the thighs. We're going back up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Down, up, up, down, up, down, up. Keep it up. Keep it going. A smile on my face. I'm working. Yo, so we are here and we're committing to the fact that we are working out our body in this moment. We are literally building muscle, building strength as we speak. So can I get us to field this whole entire workout through? You've got about 10 seconds left. Make every single rep count. 5, 4, 3. I know it burns. 3.5. 2, 1. Ooh, maybe rolling those knees towards the chest for a slight recovery. Next, we're gonna be going into those floor jacks, into those jackknives, keeping in mind that you have the option to just bring it into a standard jackknife or find yourself just doing a standard ab crunch if the jackknife is just a little too crazy still, because it is a very complex move. Do what works for your body and just know that you are building strength because you are here. Getting ready here. Let's do it. Floor jacks in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, you can't work out if you're not breathing, because if you're not breathing, you're not alive. So remembering to breathe, exhale, inhale on the prep for the exercise, exhale on the exertion. Not only is it cathartic, it's a way that helps me get through those workouts a lot easier. You're here for 3, 2, 1. Taking a moment here if you need to before bringing it back up. We've got those burpees into the shuffle. I like to think that the floor is lava and it's like feeling hot, hot, hot on the ground. I don't know if anyone will get that reference, but even still, burpees into the shuffle, cross the distance of the mat, getting ready here. You're going in 3, 2, 1, down, shuffle. Take it down, shuffle. Now for this, you have the option to step it out into that plank position before finding yourself feeling that full squat and stepping it back out into a squat walk instead. Please don't feel like you have to do the full impact movement, especially if you worry about any sort of joint injury. Knowing what works best for your body. You've got about 10 more seconds left here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grabbing that water. Getting ready here. Finding ourselves, bring it down onto that mat once again. We're going into that plank ankle to hand reach. We're going up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing through it, remembering to keep those glutes low. Your gaze in front of you to align that spine. Yo, we got this. Second to last move. Keep it up for the last 5 seconds here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Take a quick cobra or child's pose if you need to. Last thing we've got are those plank T rotations to see us through. You got this. I got this. Let's commit. Wherever you are, getting ready here. We're going back up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're up and we are working. Keep it going. Hands reaching for the sky. You've got this. This is our last move before that cool down, so we are making it count. Let's work it. You got it. Last 15 seconds here. Maybe show off a little with some shoulder taps on the bottom. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. And find yourself somewhere on your mat, opening those knees out towards the sides of the mat. Find yourself sitting down onto those heels, that forehead connecting with the mat as we sit into a child's pose. Feeling that length all throughout the back. Opening ourselves up here as we bring ourselves up, pushing against the quads and the backs of the feet. We're lifting up for that cobra. Now slowly tucking our hands underneath us, making sure that those wrists are stacked up against the shoulders, tucking those toes in, lifting those glutes up into that downward dog. Now pedaling out the feet. letting that head drop. Now in your own time, walking the hands and the feet to each other, continuing to let that head drop, and then slowly, on your own time, rolling your body up along the spine. Making sure that the head is the last to come up. Rolling out that neck now. Maybe hearing the kinks, the cracks from some hidden tension throughout the workout. Switching directions here. Now this is going to be a small detour from what we're doing, but this is going to be an active recovery for our arms because we did do a lot with the plank rotations. So it's going to burn a little, but it's going to be worth it, and it's going to also tone our body at the same time. So I'm going to ask you to take those arms out and bring them into these arm circles, very small, tight circles right here. Bring those arms up and down. We're going to keep that going for about 30 seconds here. Keeping it up. Now, my palms are facing out towards me. It's like I could stamp the walls of a room, right? And I'm really feeling like I'm like pushing on both sides, and there's like something that's helping me keep my arms up right now. And so I'm keeping it up right here for about 15 more seconds. And I know by now that there might be a slight tremor forming, maybe at the back of the neck to the triceps, the lats. Keep it up for the last 10 seconds right here. Now I'm going to ask you to transition our arms above our head into a diamond position for another 30 seconds right here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So now our elbows are supposed to be stacked where our ears are. We're making sure that they're as back as possible to make sure those shoulders and that tricep is engaged. This is all a part of our active recovery, but this is also just a final send-off for those arms. Keep it up here. You got it. Last 15 seconds. You're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open those arms out. Cross the left arm over the right. Oh, stretch it out. Feeling that nice, well-deserved stretch all throughout the length of that arm. Open it back up. Feeling that length and feeling real proud of yourself because you really did that. Crossing the arms behind the back for a figure 4 stretch. I'm really putting the pressure on the tricep, not the elbow. We want to make sure that we're not really pushing too hard down on exactly the joint, but really focusing on the tofu of the arms. Opening it back up again. Now, the final send-off for this class, 2 very deep squats. As we inhale on the way up, exhale as we roll out those wrists. Great deep breath here. In. Exhale out, roll out those wrists. One more time, great deep breath. In. Out. Thank you all so incredibly much for joining me today. My name is Karine. This was Total Body 30, and I hope to see you again tomorrow. Bye.